Okay. Now, as I was saying, now, just like in a basic shape skeleton, everything can be broken down into simple shapes. In which case, the hand and the foot actually have the exact same shape, just different lengths to it. The hand can essentially be translated as a trapezoid, same as the torso, you're just going to have it upside down. Now, this here is important. This circle represents a joint, and what joint would be at your hand here? Right, so speak up. Your wrist. Yes. So that's what that circle represents. I'm going to draw two hands here so you can see the difference. Well, we'll be going over this when Art 1 takes it on, because at the end of y'all's segments, we basically switch. They do perspective, and y'all will do anatomy. Okay. So this part right here is pretty much the base of your thumb. And what we're going to do here is that we are going to use small rectangles to form each of our fingers. There you go. Now, if you actually go through your fingers, it has 1, 2, 3 sections. And just they're all different lengths. You have your thumb, which technically doesn't count as a finger, but I'm not going to get into semantics. Pointer or index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky. So I use my own hand as a model. And keep in mind, you only have to do this if you're doing a close-up of the hand. If it's like far apart, like say, we did yesterday, the little lines will do just fine. It actually isn't. It seems that way, but like with anything else, it takes just some practice. Now, in terms of length, your index finger and your ring finger are almost exactly the same length. Middle finger is, of course, the longest. Pinky is the shortest. And then your thumb, in terms of your fingers up here. The thumb is a little different because though it also has the 3 segments, one is already being taken up by what's in your palm. Then, for this other hand, I'm just going to do a quick fist. So in which case, if you're looking at it from up here, you will only see a little bit of the top portion of your fingers down here. Like so. Now, once we have this, we can actually just put the skin down. In fact, let me do that with a different color here. One sec. Should show the red somewhere around here. There we go. And the best part about doing it this way is that there is not a lot of space to fill in once you want to put in the skin and all that. It depends. Depends on if you're looking in a mirror or compared to a picture. Then it's better to go and do that from a mirror shot instead of a photo. You'll learn when we get to it. Yes. Well, probably, I'm not sure about this semester, but yes, this school year, yes. Make sure you're adding mass, get some nice weight in your hands here. Now, keep note of this. Look at my wrist. Now, when I make a fist, what happens? The veins start to pop more. When you have tension, oh, because it's not so many veins, it's more like tendons. When you bring tension to your tendons, they start to straighten up. It's all about blood flow. But they won't appear so much on an open hand. And from here, it becomes very easy to manipulate the hands. So let's use a smaller bottle here. So long as you understand how many segments you have, you can pretty much make your hand do whatever you need it to do. Like point. Point. Do the horns. And other things that I'm not going to do because I don't want to accidentally flip the bird. So, more likely tomorrow what we'll be doing is that we're going to practice with some hand drawings. I'm trying to make the rest of this week pretty light on the full-blown work, so we're not having to worry about homework or anything before we head out to Thanksgiving break. That means you always have homework. Because you said you never have homework, but that's not correct. Oh my lord. Okay, next step, real quick, we're going to go over the feet. Now for the feet, it's really just the same shape as I said before, except it's going to be longer. And then you're going to have this spot up here. So your foot's really in 3 sections. Heel, base, toes. And I'm not going to put my feet on camera so y'all can get a model. You have feet, you can look down yourself. Why would I put my feet up on camera? Okay, now you're just being nasty. Now, if you want to draw the feet themselves, you can just take this point up here, and all you have to do is make sure that you leave just a little bit of space between each one. Now, unlike your hands, where they have different levels that kind of just add back up, so it's kind of like a hill, your toes really just go from small and just get a little bit more outward until you get to your toe, well, your big toe. I mean, you can try, have fun cramping. Now, when drawing it from the side, make sure that you leave this curve here. This is your arch. And of course, your ankle goes here. Now for angles, of course, same thing. Some. So the foot is actually quite easy to do, and shoes are even easier because all shoes are made specifically to fit feet. The only difference from a bare foot and a shoe is how high it goes. So if, say, this is the foot, there's the shoe. I have never heard that. I'm not about to gainsay your grandmother, so. Define a little bit, boy. I'm 35. All right, then. Okay, Bryson, any questions? Okay. So here's what you're going to do, and I will put up a little assignment for this tomorrow. Just use your hand, preferably your non-dominant hand, and just practice doing different poses with it. Do not do, say, I'm just putting my hand here, I'm just gonna trace around it. Like, no, we're not looking for hand turkeys. Actually use the joints and then put the skin over it. Yes. Well, I'm gonna kick you out of this call. Anyway, that is it for the hand and foot drawing. So there may be one more thing tomorrow, and that will just be over doing poses with the muscle form. But beyond that, yeah, besides poses in muscle form, that's pretty much all we're going over for this week. And then we'll reconvene with a review where we come back, and this will factor into your final, but not as heavily as, say, the elements and principles. All right. Have a good day, and good luck.